Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the Atmas character of our route around us, and today we will just sum up some considerations about the current political situation all over, especially in Western world, where we have so-called parliamentary democracies, and what we can say, we see crisis of these institutions at its best, and also case of gerontocracy, that candidates that are given to the population to be chosen for the positions are getting older and older, especially the higher position they candidate for, the older they get. Here I'm talking about this regardless of my personal preferences. I'm only looking at the facts. And similar situations, because we cannot forget that autocratic regime of current days, two big powers constituting BRICS, are also ruled by guys advanced in age, and their advisors are also advanced in age. The same situation one can find in the country that it's allegedly democratic, but it's Latin American country with all of its problems and great size. Brazil, it's now ruled by a convicted criminal and older guy, about 80, Mr. Lula da Silva. Call me as his best. So we see that entire world, especially countries that have something to say, have the same problem: gerontocracy. We know it from somewhere. The same troubles, it's not very distant history, were observed at the end of 1970s, 80s of Soviet Union, that old comrades were becoming secretaries, and their closest collaborators were actually their peers, so also people advanced in age. How it ended, we see how it ended. And the problem is that we cannot foresee the change, and we don't have blocks of countries which are important, in which situation is different. In which the gerontocracy doesn't take place. And this really scares me. Of course, here I have to mention that I'm not against younger people being in power, but I'm even for. But I'm saying younger people, middle age, like 45, 55, who are having some life experience. I'm completely against youngsters going into power and taking very responsible positions, due to the fact that they are more emotional, less experienced, and it's easier to influence them to do things that are not good for the country, for the nation, and for entire structure which consists of nation and the state. And I'm really, I wouldn't say concerned in some sense, because gerontocracy, as I said, we had in Soviet Union about 40, 50 years ago, and gerontocracy in most cases we had in the so-called democracies in pre-World War II situation. How it ended, we see. And now we are getting to have people even younger, because of the fact, even older, because of the fact that some tiny progress in medicine recently resulted in a great extension of human life. And we can observe this really concerning trend, that leadership, not only leadership we see, but also leadership we don't see, Mr. Soros, Mr. Gates, and Gates is a youngster in comparison to other influential people from the government we don't see. So this problem applies to governments we see and governments we don't see. It's not that I'm against old people, but we know that beyond some age one cannot deceive biology even with today's medicine, and also these people cannot catch up with changes, and not always they have good ideas. And we cannot deny the fact that gerontocracy currently is as its best, and the people who these old people promote as their servants are completely, in most cases, mediocre people, and they are also too young to have life experience because old guys want to manipulate them. Typical gerontocracy. We miss people in the leading positions in governments we see and governments we don't see in the middle age, like 45, 55, to make decisions and to rule the countries in a proper way, still having like 15, 20 years of perspective. So being more, I would say, long-sighted, not short-sighted. This is the problem we are having now. And I don't see, if nothing changes in upcoming few years, that things are going into good direction. Uh, Having nothing against very young people, as well as having nothing against very old people, I call for the middle, because we need middle-aged people with experience and still energy to, in governments we see and governments we don't see, to run countries and important organizations in a proper way, not to allow our world to head into the collapse. All the best, have a nice day, bye.